Welcome to Beary Travels. The Enoshima Electric Railway is located in the Kanto region of Japan. The line serves 15 stations. It starts at Kamakura Station and runs for about 10 kilometers through the Shonan area, passing through Enoshima, famous for the nearby Enoshima Island. It then continues north, ending at Fujisawa Station. Hi everyone, I'm Sister Bear and I'm doing the narration again. Barry wanted to visit the line as he has seen it in lots of different anime shows. It's a very interesting line. The trains run through narrow residential streets, along the coast, and through areas of cultural significance. It is also easy to access, just 1 hour by train from central Tokyo, which may be why so many anime shows choose to set their Token Beach episode here. Beary and Grandpa Bear jumped on the train and went 2 stations down the line to film this quaint station. They then walked 1 station down the line to film this train leaving Hase Station. This is the closest station for Kamakura's Great Buddha. The bronze Buddha statue dates to 1252 and is Japan's second largest bronze Buddha. At the next station, the trains emerge from a tunnel, which has also appeared in many anime shows. This image is from the anime Sweet Blue Flowers.
Grandpa Bear here. I'm going to be joining in whenever I have something interesting to say.
On the other side of the bridge, they looked down at the station below as the trains came and went.
Barry and I didn't have much of a plan for this trip, so we decided to go from one end of the line to the other. The really interesting stations are located in the middle of the line, so stay tuned, loyal Bear fans.
Not far from here is the depot. Barry is a big fan of depots, but despite his crying, they stood firm. No bears allowed inside. Barry cheered up a bit with this low shot, and they wandered off in the direction of Station 10.
Oh, good news, everyone. I've been learning more about anime and manga, so I'm sure I'll be able to contribute a lot. Anyway, back to you, Sister Bear.
This area is famous for its role in samurai history. In 1333, a famous samurai led his troops here, threw his sword into the ocean, and the tide miraculously receded, allowing his army to outflank Kamakura along the beach. Barry later reenacted the scene using his sandcastle bucket and spade. Luckily, he managed to recover them shortly after. This area had a very nice restaurant overlooking the train track. Unfortunately, there was a queue and Barry is not known for his patience. As they kept walking, they realized that the line was starting to run very near the ocean.
Map check 1, 2. Let your good times flow. Click like for the jump and subscribe for the show. Pooh Bear out.
Heck yeah, Pooh Bear. Bye, Pooh Bear. They walked along the ocean and saw a school which has appeared in many anime shows, such as Bunny Does Not Dream of Senpai. A short distance away, the train runs along this narrow alley, before emerging onto the main road next to the ocean. They were then met with their first glimpse of the ocean. Beary jumped onto the next train and filmed the ocean going by, a view shown in many anime shows. Moving to the other side of the train, Beary filmed the hordes of people taking photos by this famous crossing. It first appeared in the classic anime Slam Dunk, and since then has become a must-see site for fans of the show, which was particularly popular in China. The location has got so busy that locals have complained about not being able to drive down the road, so traffic police are now employed during busy times to keep pedestrians safely out of harm's way. The nearby station has also become popular as a photo spot, but with so many people on such a narrow platform, the results are mixed. This station has also appeared in anime shows, with this image coming from the anime Tari Tari. And now, let's enjoy a part of Grandpa Bear's latest song, A Train Ride to Toastville.
Hello everyone, Grandpa Bear here. Wasn't that song great? Anyway, due to popular demand, I'm taking over the narration now.
Demanded by who?
Just about everyone, Sister Bear.
Right.
Anyway, the train darts down this narrow road, which also often appears in various anime shows. This particular section of the track is a leftover of Enoden's tramway origins. Beary recognised this part of the track from the anime called A Channel. Presumably, this part of the road is a bit confusing for car drivers, so there's a person working here full time directing the traffic. Next, on to Enoshima Station, which leads to the famous Enoshima Island, with a famous 3-part shrine, and Japan's first outdoor escalator. Beary stood at the top of the suspended monorail building for this shot, and he ended up dragging me along for a ride on the monorail. He made a video about that too. Check the description for details. Despite being so close to Enoshima Island and all of its fantastic tourist attractions, we didn't see any of it. That's because Beary was having too much fun riding the suspended monorail back and forth. Beary got very excited when he saw this scene and asked if he could play with the hose. Luckily, the driver said no. We continued along our merry way to the next station, station number 5. It was a very quaint station, right opposite someone's house. Near the next station, we got this great shot of the train going over this little overpass. Not too far from here, the train goes over this lovely bridge. We tried to get an artistic shot, but the sun was right behind the bridge. Oh well, the shot from this angle wasn't bad, I guess. Back to the station to catch the next train. For those of you keeping score at home, this is station 4. We started the day at station number 15, and now we only have 3 more stations to go. Having filmed the train leaving station number 3, we went one more stop down the line to this odd station. It didn't seem to have anyone getting on or off. It could be because it's located in the middle of a road. From here, the trains go up an elevated part of the track and into the terminal station, Fujisawa. We stayed a while to film the trains coming in and out. The station, not surprisingly, has also appeared in many anime shows.
The next train is a 4-car train using the
Beary said he was hungry, so off we went into bustling Fujisawa for what Beary called a balanced dinner. That mainly consisted of Beary balancing plates of honey sandwiches on top of each other before eating the lot. Revitalised by our dinner, we headed back to Fujisawa Station in search of mystery and intrigue. Failing that, some more green trains. Our first port of call was the big bridge, which we hadn't been able to properly film earlier. It was much nicer at night, and very peaceful. Beary said that the view inspired him to write a poem, but he couldn't think of anything to rhyme with train. We wandered up to station 5 and filmed here for a little while. Suddenly, Beary remembered that we had missed station 14 altogether this morning. Onto the train we went, almost all the way down the line. We discovered the station was almost the same as station number 5. Oops. we decided to head back up to the famous crossing near the ocean. But first, we walked up to the alley that we visited this morning. Lit up at night, it looked very picturesque. We were very relieved that we were finally able to get a video of the crossing without millions of people swarming around. Although sadly there were always cars coming and going. Well, lucky viewers, it's time for another of my little stories. Some loyal fans have asked me to share a little about myself this time. In particular, what job I did before I retired. Well, I'm proud to announce that I was Chief Cloud Arranger in my village. Every day, it was my responsibility to shuffle the clouds into sensible shapes. One shape for shade on hot days, and another shape for dramatic sunsets. And of course, I had to arrange some clouds into animal shapes. My speciality was a little duck cloud. Ducky, I called him. Of course, that was a long time ago, when clouds were brand new. Clouds aren't like they used to be, you know. Anyway, you didn't come here to listen to me ramble on. Back to the video. We had walked a short distance here from the ocean, and we were very pleased with the shot of the train going along the road at night. We decided to end our trip at station number 6, and as Granny Bear always says, all good things come to an end, and that can only mean that we're fast approaching the end of the video. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our little trip on the famous Enoden line. If you did, please click the like button, and you can subscribe or leave some comment. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.